Alright guys, we may be able to start a little, let's save here. We may be able to do a little work getting this done. Just a little time. Did you get a fighter? I don't remember. You did not. Let's do a little rest to heal. Okay. Karth, we are going to keep... Oh, you know what you need to do? He should be able to liberate this. It's at 66. That's it's almost 75. He should be able to liberate instead of capture. Perfect. Got to heal him up. I'll use Karth to take out the those birds up north, the hawkmen. I don't think they're able to do enough damage to keep us from getting a soldier this time. Unless I'm... Little John. I gotta remember to... we'll let those golems get weak while we rest. One more fighter. Let's get one more fighter. This may take a while. So as you can see with the golems, having a unit, if I had like Paul with 2 of these golems, they're still very, very durable. The only issue is more of an irritation with them where they just won't kill things as quickly. And Paul also doesn't do any damage in the back because he has Nightmare instead of Dark Blaze. So that's irritating. I think Troy may be able to get a level from just one golem. Oh, the dragon. Ninjas do 2, Troy does 5, the dragon does 7. Dragon does almost 4 times the damage of the ninjas. Yeah, dragons have definitely been buffed. Nope. 39. Let me check real quick and see. I might be able to get a level just from the... No, we'd have to wait 6 times to get any experience. We need 6 battles to get 12 experience with this, and it's not going to last that long. I do want to take Troy up to get another level so we can get to 8 and see if we can get our green dragon, but... So he becomes one at 7. Oh, fun. Okay. depends on... So Troy's going to have a ton of vitality going forward. I don't know. I tend not to get a lot of ninjas, even though they're decent. But I don't know what their... I don't know what their... No, Karth. We'll have you. Even if this guy captures this, I don't care. We're gonna have Karth clean up this unit eventually, because that way he'll get more alignment. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, that's fine. Oh, man, no, well, that's just one experience. It's very important to me that fighters do not have any... I don't want them to have one experience, because then I can make a mistake and then they might accidentally get a level when I don't want them to. Actually, you know what? I can just send Dio back. I gotta get his stuff going anyway. Okay. One more fighter, Dio. One more fighter. So I think on the third fight where I'm supposed to run away, I'll try to kill the black dragon with Dio to get his try to kill the black dragon to get him a level, and also to get him and some more alignment. What are you at, Dio? Do you have any positive yet? You are. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is a really good farming unit. This may work out good. Alright, Dio can keep hitting the dragon. Okay, that's perfect. We got one more battle. One more. I think I'm going to have him back off because I don't want him to kill the Berserker. I'm going to have that be for Karth. You son of a So the fact that Troy actually... If he's going to get another level as a ninja, I don't think that's going to ruin anything. Let's be a little bit more balanced. That should be fine. Okay. I was talking with my brother about this game. He's kind of doing his first playthrough in a long time. He doesn't remember how most of the stuff works. And he's kind of playing, as we call it, willy-nilly, without much of a plan. And most of these maps could probably be beaten in 3 to 4 days in-game. Well, we're not going to get it. Alright, that's fine. I do want Dio to get a level. So I think we'll have Karth come in and kill the leader. We'll try to leave the dragon for Dio, though. Okay, definitely want to take her out. Okay. You gotta rest. And Dio, let's exchange with Fugul. Oh, I gotta pee real quick. I gotta pee real quick. I think I'm one of the worst content creators on YouTube. I probably should have put my headset down so people couldn't hear me pee. But whatever, I'm weird. Okay. All right, Troy. Let's see how the dragon goes. Oh, that's a nice attack. So I'm going to need to rearrange these people so they don't die. That is a good attack. The spear should do good damage. Alright, Troisy Woisy. We should be able to turn these guys into phalanxes, I would think. Soon. They'll all be green one day, except for Troy. Look at that little lady. Let's wait for Troy to come this way. Who do we want to use? We don't need to use Gilbert. Alright, Dio, you just need one level. And Karth you can finish up. What are we looking at as far as... No. Dio, you may... Alright, we gotta figure out... Dio's gonna attack first. Let's try to go weakest. Oh, never mind. I gotta fix his... The only reason we're having him fight this guy is we want him to get some levels, so... Not levels, we want him to get the alignment, so... Good. Well... That's fine. That is fine. Alright, Karth, you're not getting any more alignment today. Alright, Dio. You have graduated. You are now ready to have fighters. Do I have enough? He has enough. Actually, let me think for a second. I don't think I need to use Dio to fight this guy. Oh, I have a blessed sword. I should have put that on Titus so that he could actually do damage to this guy. Damn it. That's okay. We can use Troy and Arthur. Arthur, let's check you. You're at level 6. Troy, what are you at? Let's get you one more level with these ninja stuff. It'll all balance out in the end. Now, Valna has also been buffed. Oh, an interesting thing too. that I forgot to mention. So I don't remember how this worked in the original game exactly, but I know that so each unit is special. Like the fencers don't do magic, phalanxes don't do magic, but knights obviously have a little bit of buff to their intelligence and mentality because they do healing and they do magic missile. Not as much as a wizard or a cleric, but it's still there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, fencers have great stats. They have the most strength, the most dexterity of any character in the game until they become a sword master or, you know, a dragoon. But they have very weak defense, so tons of damage, 3 attacks at, you know, when they're a fencer instead of when they're a sword master, and 4 when they're a sword master, so that's pretty good. One more, Troy. And, but phalanxes have a reduction, a damage reduction bonus. I don't remember the exact amount, but it might be a 50% damage reduction to physical attacks. So if you get attacked by whether it's a dragon, a knight, a fighter, a fencer, whatever it is, you basically take a massive reduction in damage. Which I like. So we're not going to use Leia, we're not going to use Bisk. We're not going to use Karth because people will think that's cheating. Wow, we only have 1 more unit of soldiers left over. In fact, if Magnus could go back, 1, yeah, we would have 1 soldier left. That's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. So soldiers are definitely much better than they were in the original, but they're definitely not up to the par of later on stuff. Just a little too weak. I should have been doing this already, but while we're waiting, just checking for items. While we're waiting for these people to sleep, Gilbert should have been searching. As long as we're doing that, we might as well. Check for items there. So I should have given Titus the Blessed Sword for this, because then at least he could cut through this guy's armor somewhat. This is definitely a harder fight. It's not super hard, but I'm hoping I have about... The problem is my back units can't attack him. So it's just going to be all front line. Attaboy, Titus, you take a breather. This is actually a situation where not having characters that attack the back row in your back row is beneficial. Like if I had Dio with 2 knights in front, and well, never mind. I guess the knights would do magic in the back, and they would do healing in the middle. So but you get the sense of how important healing is in this game when you don't get any. So clerics no longer heal unless they're in the front line, in which case they're pretty exposed and dangerous. And also, if they're in the front line, you're doing a lot less damage in general because you don't have frontline characters that are hitting anyone. Oh, Valna. Let's go after the leader. 5, 3, 1. So that's 9 damage for an entire attack. That's pretty rough. Oh, I love it. Now, damn it. Alright, so I may back off and Dia would be great because he actually has an enchanted sword. Where are we at? Kane, Little John, Feldman, Lowell. Fire, wind, and earth. No room for water. No, you know what? Yeah, let's put a water back there. It's good to have a balance, because you could give these guys fire, or air weapons, water weapons. He's going to be earthy, so I'm not too worried. I don't have to kill him with Dio, but I do want to potentially use Dio to strength. Alright, so he can't become anything. That's fine. I just don't want to have these guys get a level as a fighter if they could get it to something else. And it looks like they're okay going to level 6, and they won't. Okay. So I'm pretty sure they'll be able to go up to Knight or Fencer or something, but one thing I could potentially do with this unit too is have 2 wizards with Dio to start, and as their intelligence grows after like getting to level 10, turning them back into knights so that they could heal. But we'll worry about that later. So everyone, Dio, you are... So Dio has an enchanted weapon. I don't want to give him the blessed sword yet. I like that he has his own earthy kind of weapons. Or in the original, I would actually give him a fire weapon to start because he's kind of fiery. So that'd be his default. Would be like a fire drake weapon. But it's earthy now, which is fine. This would have been much easier if Titus had a blessed sword, but it's way too. It is. It is too much time to restart it and give him the sword. So we'll wait. We'll wait. I know this takes a long time, but and I would use Karth, but since he has a enchanted weapon to start anyway, that'd probably be unfair. I gotta do what I normally do, which would be using Troy, using Dio. And the truth is I already have an enchanted weapon. I really need to give I need to give Magnus my blessed sword. But I didn't have him use it because if he had the blessed sword, then he'd be doing more damage, and we couldn't farm as many soldiers into fighters because he'd be killing units too quickly. And hell, I could technically be using Diodora's song, No Wishes Promise. You know, since we waited for 99 years to get his birthday presents. But we'll just wait. Now we're gonna wait a long time because when Dio gets up here, he's gonna take a nap before we even go forward. And even though Dio is getting a little bit of alignment boost, we're gonna have to wait a map or two for him to kill people. Because he's gonna get his alignment lowered from everyone else in his group, being a lower alignment. So we need to make sure that somebody is always gaining alignment in the unit. Okay, Dio, go do some damage. Wait a minute. I have an idea. Troy, let's move you around. Press. Shoot, so... Yeah, this should work. Every single one of these people should attack the leader. That should be fine. Let's actually check that out. I want to see... Give me 1 second. Let's just see if I can wait. So it'll take about, I'd say, 8 battles maybe. There's no special animations here, so we get 36 damage with Dio. It attacks 18. There we go. So 36. So now we'll just have to switch it around. Yeah, the Blessed Sword would have been very good this map, but I planned poorly. Arthur should be a little bit more durable because he's got healing. But he also doesn't do enough damage to offset the healing. Oh no, he heals in the middle. Fuck. Oh no, that's not good. So that makes this battle a lot harder. If I knock the leader back with a critical, then he heals himself. Ugh. 16. Little bit by little bit. Troy should do good damage. Craig press, dragon attack. So we got 10 from the front, which will be about 30 overall. That's not going well. I might have to switch that up a bit. Yeah, we might have to do that. Come on, Dio. Nope, we gotta retreat because he's gonna start healing. Shit. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. That was the wrong one to kill. Almost there. Oh no. Fuck. Alright, we're just gonna take that loss for that poor fighter. Ugh, boy, that was awful. Oof. Definitely with the blessed sword would have been a lot easier. Let's see if I get a zombie. I think I'm gonna get a zombie. No zombie. That's good. I can at least bring him back to life. We are going to... I think we're going to begin the next episode with this whole thing because I gotta go and this is a nice way to start the next chapter. So let's save. We shall play later, boys.